Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Tar Heels will put it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Eagles offense will take the field first. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Floats it out in space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Tar Heels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And, I'll be honest, this defense is kind of struggling a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the 2nd level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the 2nd level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive.
Breaks into the open. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Inside the 50. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. The pull and throw off the RPO. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his man. It's Pugh. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together. Really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this
intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Back to pass. Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
Power football with the run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Offense working from the pistol. Lopez to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out route. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He's got it. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He splits the uprights. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the second. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Makes the grab. It's Lanier.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. They'll run the screen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. Looking to scramble. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he'll be brought down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Lopez to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. That's reeled in. It's Pugh. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Pugh. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On the run, still looking. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 13 to Arkansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th, and they can't move the chains. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boston College will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal tack on before the half.
Lopez wants to fire. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, North Carolina.
And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Not a chance. Missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. but I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. He's got him. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Finds his man. It's Pugh.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Lopez wants to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pugh. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Oh, sweet feet. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Give to the running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Well, that changed things a bit after the penalty. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Boston College will send out the punt team. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Motion from the wide receiver. Lopez to pass. Quarterback adapting. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Motion from the back. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, UNC! And the pummeling has started. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers drove all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 17 to Arkansas State. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a miss.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Didn't any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab deep. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. This Boston College offense has it working. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Catch in the middle. It's DeLuca. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's DeLuca. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Line gets set, first down. Rides the back and leaves it. There he goes.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's DeLuca. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Setting up the screen. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Looking for the score. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Tar Heels backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Creates a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock.
Turning it on! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Let's go.
He'll keep it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.